There we go. Last thing to do is go back to the past and defeat the Horde. I'm on the wrong side. So Girahim basically swooped in at the last second, grabbed Zelda, and took her back to the past so that he could resurrect Demise back in the past. He used this time portal, made by the Sheikah, used by Link after he basically tempered the Master Sword, came through, got the drop on young Impa here. And now you're in the past. You were here briefly before, and I should say, yep, Hylia's realm. So this is the era of Hylia. She's battling Demise, and she had just sealed Demise away, and you can't even go out these doors. They don't give you an open option. Nothing. Okay, there's a stool in here if you need to rest up, and some rupees in these pots if you care. Oh, used to be. I guess there will be later if I leave and come back. You're in the time where you had already planted that seed. And it will sit there for 1,000 years to heal the Thunder Dragon. I feel like he's gonna start singing, start snapping. Ooh, baby, you know, I know. It's got this really weird Egyptian dance. I guess that's part of the ritual. Probably not, actually. It's probably just his little flourish. Maybe this isn't even a ritual. He's just goofing off. He's raping her. Oh, baby, I'm gonna grab your boobs. Gross. His earrings there look like the Nehru's shield in Ocarina, lodged on the end of his blade. No, that one's honest. Now Girahim gets serious. Changes the weather and everything. And all these bokoblins. And I said it before, but it is bokoblin to rhyme with goblin. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat and kind of just run through all of this. On hero mode, I will go through and actually beat all of these guys and blah blah blah. You'll notice the potions do stack. You can have one of every potion. I can throw an air potion in there too. That's why I have the potion medal. It doubles the effects. That's why I upgraded all the potions. So you can only run so far before he puts up one of these barriers, and you have to beat one of these guys. But you'll notice I use the stamina potion too, so that I can just keep doing all these spin attacks. You want to get the guys with the blue hats here. And if they hit me, no big deal. Okay. When I do this on the Thunder Dragon's lightning round, I like to take my time, because these guys will take your hearts in cheap shots. These bomb guys will actually blow up themselves, which is kind of useful, and blow up their fellow bokoblins. But coming up here next is, see, bomb was useful. But I keep my distance when I'm doing it for realsies, not just cheating. Next comes guys with arrows, and that's where you get the real cheap shots. Where you try to keep your distance, but they just hit you and you're like, oh, how? Come on! Then there are guys with horns that they blow, the bokoblin horns. They keep summoning more bokoblins, and you can't get those guys because they keep running away from you. So it's always best to, like I said, go incrementally, slowly. And then use your whip on those guys. This guy will just keep running away from you. Sometimes you can get him kind of backed up into a corner. But I don't care. I'm enjoying the Guardian Potion. I use it sparingly. You notice your new big, mean, beefy True Master Sword can... I don't need that stamina fruit. Your True Master Sword can blast right through guys' shields when you do a spin attack. This bastard. Oh, I hate those guys. But I don't have to worry about it, because I got the potion. Yay. Same as always, those stealthos. Just look at where they're not holding their swords. Slash them there, if you can get away with the... Yay, extra arrows. If you can get away with a spin attack, do it. But wait, there's more. If you get in the right place, it'll only take a couple of these spin attacks to get them. Come on. So yeah, that was cheap, but I have that right. Ew. Oh, man. But watch this. I mean, he'll flash as a sword.
I got whiplash, I'm filling.
Zelda gets an abortion. Too far! Alright. But no, he's the spirit of Demise's sword. Just like Fi is the spirit of the Master Sword. So it gives the sword kind of a soul. This is all still highly his realm. Oh, put some pants on! This guy's so easy to just frustrate. Yep, see? Demise's sword. A weapon, which is in color. That's what I like about these games. They always have the important bits, like the clues for side quests and stuff, in blue or red. Say, like, how do I beat you? Oh, an endless plunge, and then he tells me exactly how to do it. But, again, this game is for younger children, too. When I was a kid, I couldn't beat a lot of games. Never beat Super Mario Brothers, or 2 or 3. So you give him just a big whacking and whack him off. And then you gotta do a fatal blow. by locking on and swinging both the Wii Remote and Nunchuck at the same time. You can make him come to you. He will kind of side hop, but not back to the center. And then after a while, yeah, he'll put his hands up and wait for you to make a very clean slice. I think it's kind of a little farther over, but never to the spiral. Is this thing rotating? Chillax, Gary. I want to look at this. Oops. My bad. Shouldn't be dicking around. I want to use this potion to use against Demise too, and it'll wear off. But Demise isn't as hard as he looks. It's just one gimmick. Oops, my bad. Wrong button. Going down. Third floor. Menswear. Yet he landed exactly in the center. Oh, and I've exposed the gem in the center of the sword's hilt. It's easiest here to shield bash. It gets kind of difficult to thrust your sword. It's hard to thrust a Girahim. Also why I recommend the Hylian shield, because it doesn't break. That is not what I did. That's why I say it's hard to thrust, because the Wii Remote gets a little weird. It's possible to get him without. You just have to thrust a whole lot. Back him up to the wall, and he'll reappear in the middle. Hold the nunchuck absolutely steady, man. Oh, come on! Oh, come on, man! You can have a volley against him if you do this quick enough. And now you just chip away at his sword. The difficulty is that he turns it, and if you slice it the wrong way, yeah, he'll take a swack at you, a swipe, a whack at you, and his sword will heal. Oh, come on, man. Alright, come at me. What? Okay, you know what? His sword looks like a dick. That was my fault. No, come back, Girahim. It's taken longer than it usually does. I apologize for that. I blame the controls. The problem is that the accelerometer isn't great, so whenever you swing it from top to bottom, it also registers forward impact, and it thinks you're thrusting the sword immediately after. You're kidding me with this. Oh no, come here. And Link's reaction time isn't the quickest either. I will attest to that.
You broke my heart, Link. I'll throw my dick. He was even carrying it, like, down from his waist out to the side.
Next thing you know, Girahim's standing outside your window, blaring 80s rock, holding up a boombox. What are you? Sheep? Friend and I made that up. We were playing The World Is Not Enough, I believe, on the Nintendo 64, or the GameCube, I forget which. And there's a mine level, where if you're not careful, the terrorists blow up the mine. And every time you fail, they show some guy just standing outside the mine, and then the whole thing blows up. We always have the guy just be like, "Hey, what are you, sheep?"
Oh no, the mouse is back.
So we broke free. Without Zelda's influence, Demise can get back and then continue his journey for the Triforce, which Link has. Maybe there are two Triforces right now. One up hidden in Skyloft, and then one coming back from the future that Link is using. It doesn't use to just destroy Demise again. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe he left it on Skyloft. All your base are belong to us. This is the same music as Betro had. Bum, bum, da-dum, bum, dum, dum, I think that's gonna be my new sardonic laugh. Whenever somebody says something not funny, I'll go, ha ha. Feels like my heart is being ripped out of my chest. Oh, pull the knife out. You stabbed me in the back. Now he's absorbing his essence, his soul. You can see Demise isn't so violent and outrageous. He's a muse, so he has the capacity to have power, wisdom, and balance. Power, wisdom, and courage in balance to use the Triforce. If he were to get his hands on it. But he has to get through the goddess first, which now he has. I guess he's got to get through Link first. Now remember, this is Hylia's realm. This is in the past. So Groose came through, and you hear Groose's theme. should have slid on his knees, break or fall. That would have been awesome. Major heroic Groose moment. There we go. This is what we were promised when the GameCube first came out. They said we'll have this really cool animation. Intense graphical properties. And then we had basically an animation like this. Little old Link versus big old Ganondorf, and then we got cell shading. Which wasn't a bad game, we forgot. Okay, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. So apparently all that time, the spell is complete. But, you know, it'll still take time. How much time? I don't know. Overnight, I'm just gonna guess. For her soul to be drained, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Final battle time. You have the option to save, you have the option to... You have the option to go back to Skyloft and retool. But I think I'm good. You know, get another Guardian Potion. My Guardian Potion should be wearing off pretty quickly here. This reminds me of the Water Temple against Shadow Link in Ocarina of Time. Has he got a gauge in his ear? Oh, just a big earring. Like, Demai's a bit of a hipster punk, okay. And you notice the scar on his head from the ceiling spike. So now here's the first battle between good and evil. Comes down to Link versus not Ganon, but Demise. All that stands literally between him and world conquering is Link. Link's like, hang on a sec, I have to go grab a Triforce. Okay, so with this, you can run forever, but he'll eventually just catch up with you. Nope, see ya, sucker. But I'm almost to the edge. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so you have three options. You can shield bash, and then give him left fur. You can backflip, or you can attack him. And after a couple of blocks, you'll get a swing in, and he'll swing back at you. He'll also punch you with his left hand, like so. And eventually he'll start doing 2 sword slashes. Oh, it was too far away, or he would have done it there. I have a fairy, so I'm not too worried about it. I can goof around. And if you're next to him, see if I can get him to swing his sword twice. Homeboy, there's more to life than punching, you know. Nope. He'll swing it from the right and then from the left. And now he's mad. Now he's making lightning rain down from the heavens. You can't use a Skyward Strike here. And if you're next to him, you can't hit him. You can't shield bash the lightning. So he's so quick. Yeah, see how Link gets electrocuted? And he does double damage. He's so quick to follow your sword that you just can't get a hit in while he's electrified. But you can get charged yourself. And then shock him. If you don't have a shield... Oh, my bad. Oh, if you're standing next to him when he gets electrified, if I haven't mentioned. If you're standing next to him when he calls down lightning, you get struck. Oh, I have another one of these. I'm going to use it. There we go. Oh, my bad. So what you can do is just Z-target, and then whip around him until you get lightning bolt. First one will invariably fail, inevitably. And if I have to use that fairy, then I'll stop dicking around. My favorite just to jump to the right, though, and dodge his attack. Z-target, then swing both, and the second one, usually, not always, but usually will get him. Depends on how quick you are. And that's the end of the game, except for the 45 minutes of exposition and cutscene.